All right, guys, we are live. Welcome to Robbinsville High School. We're ringing in the new year with an interesting take on boys basketball. We've never got to do this, but hey, these kids are 9-1 already to start the season. This is your Robbinsville Black Knights' best start in program history. And we're here to talk to a few of the key players from that offense and defense. Let's get rolling here. We're going to pass the mic over to Big Bad Don Carpenter. Don, introduce yourself to the crowd. Tell them your position, your year, all that good stuff.
My name's Donovan Carpenter. Play post, class of 2024.
Nice.
My name's Andrew Watchhalter. I'm the shooting guard. I'm 3, 2024.
I'm Brock Adams. I'm a senior here at Robbinsville High School. I'm in class 2023, and I'm number 4, and I'll play point guard. Or I'm number 2, actually. So.
Good stuff. Actually, let's keep it with Brock for a second. So, first question I wanted to ask Brock is he's been on varsity all 4 years. Ted, we'll just go ahead and say 4 years. What is it that's different about this year's team versus years past, where you guys are clicking so well so early in the season?
Well, for most of us, I think like this group right here has really been playing most of us have played travel ball ever since we've been in middle school or elementary school. And most of us have just always played together. So, like, the chemistry out here is more of, we go out here and we've played in middle school, we've played in elementary school. So when we go out here, it's just nothing really changes. Everybody just knows what everybody's doing. We're mainly on just the same page all the time.
Gotcha. Pass it over to Don. Let's do a question for Don real quick. So, Don, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about your unfortunate off-season injury that you had with football. And obviously you powered back. 8 weeks out, you're back to basketball. But you were around for practices. So tell me a little bit about your injury, but then what did you see about this team during preseason where you're like, yeah, we're gelling, this is going to be good stuff?
Yeah, it was tough to be injured during football and having to miss a few games, but
yeah,
you could really see it during the practices and like before we had games and stuff that this team was going to be good just because the chemistry and everything. So I could tell from the beginning it was a good year.
Elaborate a little bit more on your injury, if you don't mind telling everybody about it. What kind of happened and how you had to power back from that? Yeah.
I broke my collarbone. I don't know what week it was. Against Cherokee football season. Had to have surgery, have plates and screws put in my collarbone. So, put me out 9 weeks, I think it was. So.
Good stuff. But you're back now.
Oh, yeah.
That's all that matters.
Back and better.
Back and shooting better than ever. Pass over to Xander. Xander, so before we went live, they said you were going to say something awesome, so I can't wait for that. But let's talk about the way these games have played out this year. We played 10 games, and 4 of them went to overtime. And that's scared a lot of the fans. I'm sure it's been fun for you guys. It's one of those situations where you really have to get down to grit and conditioning if you're going to pull out a game like that, and you've done it 3-4 times already. How do those games feel on the floor when you're in a close game like that and you guys are having to keep each other picked up? How do we persevere in a situation like that?
Just keep calm. A lot of pressure, but you just got to keep calm during it. Think smart, play simple, go by play by play.
Sure. All right, back to Brock real quick. Brock, tell me a little bit about the team makeup. We don't obviously have everybody up here, but as one of the seniors, you'll probably know the roster better than I'll be. I'll forget somebody. So let's kind of run down who else we're missing, some of the key players, and some of the players that have kind of surprised you this year as well.
Okay, so we got Bryce down there. If you come and watch him, I mean, he's just everywhere. Like,
yeah.
He'll go from down here getting a layup to down there making a flop and stop the whole game just to get a foul call on somebody that we needed to change the momentum.
Sure.
He's just really, I mean, honestly to me, I think he's our glue guy of the team, really, because he does everything for us. I mean, if we need points, he'll get points. If we need rebounds, he'll rebound. Defensive stops, he'll get them. Like, he just does whatever the team needs. We got senior Bo down there.
Bo, who made the practice on time today,
yeah,
by the way.
He did
Kudos.
make practice all the time.
Yep.
So, he's our other starter. He's our other guard.
Right.
And starting off the year, he wasn't really doing hot. But then we get in this Christmas tournament, and Bo's looking like he's Andrew out there shooting threes. Actually hitting them. So, Bo, he's been a part of us for a while now, and You know, he's starting to play really good right now, so he's helping us out a lot.
Sure.
Talk
about Quinn.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
So we got Quinn down there. Really, nobody, like, honestly, we didn't really think Quinn was, we thought he was just on the team. And then,
No, that's good though, because
with Dawn out, Coach stuck him in there, and
right.
Quinn had 5 or 6 rebounds, like 6 points, and he played. He's probably the strongest guy on our team, honestly. I think so. And you know, Quinn in the Christmas tournament, he was playing really good, giving us really good minutes, and he's been doing really good lately. And I think he's the guy who surprised me the most, honestly.
Good stuff.
So.
Talk about Nathaniel too. Let's not leave him. Nathaniel's been a starter off and on this year. Yeah, let's talk about him. No, you're good. Hey, you're good.
I can't remember it.
We're good.
Okay, so Show from last year to this year has probably been like one of the biggest surprises for me because he went from last year to where he was just taller than everybody. So this year, you know, he can come in, he can get rebounds, he can score a little bit, he can play a little bit of defense, but like he's so tall that you don't want to drive in because there's such a risk of having to shoot the ball over him or do anything on him because he's so big.
Right.
And like his development is just really coming along right now. Like I think he's going to be really good next year.
And real quick, let's touch on. We don't have Austin and Caleb today. They're out missing today. Is Austin here? Okay. Did he make it? Oh, good. There he is. Yeah, okay, I see him. So yeah, you got a couple other seniors. You got some seniors that we haven't seen on the team, but they're here this year. Let's talk about Austin and Caleb.
Okay, so Caleb, you know, last year, unfortunate season, and then this year, you know, we kind of just tell him, like, hey, man, we need you to play,
Yeah.
And so he ends up coming on the team, and he's probably got some of the best on-ball defense on our whole entire team. Like, you put him in 13 or a trap, there's not really anybody can go by him. Because when he guards me, like, I can usually go by about anybody, but Caleb Draper, he can guard me really good, so he's got really good defense. And Austin, we love Austin. Don't see him a whole lot, but Austin, you know, he's just kind of he's the team player of the team. Really gets the energy going.
Sure.
We love him. So.
Yep, good stuff. Anything you want to say about your 3 JV/varsity guys that kind of pull back and forth?
Yeah,
Isaiah, Dane, and Luke.
So those 2 guys probably have one of the hardest jobs on this team, honestly, because they're expected to go on JVs, have 20 points, try to help our JVs win, and then get a girls' game to rest and be expected to, if Xander or Dawn gets a foul trouble, oh, hey, we're going to have to use one of you guys. Y'all are going to have to go in. But at the same time, like, they're going to 2 practices a day, and then they're like, sometimes it can be hard to not get your momentum or like get discouraged because you're the guy on JV and then you come to varsity and you've got seniors and stuff playing above you. But they do a really good job of just cheering everybody on and like really just being like gelled into the team and like accepted. Like I don't know, we love the JV guys.
It's just a very athletic, well-rounded team. You guys are dangerous at any position, and this has been one of those years where everything just seems to line up and click because you've got a 4-year between senior and freshman. You got a 4-year gap there, but everybody's kind of gelling. And like you said, it's been a nice thing to see. Let's hand it over to Dawn for a second. Dawn, tell me whether you were playing, whether you were still out with your injury. What's been the Because we talked about the heart attack theme that we have with these overtime games, tight wins. What's been the most exciting game for you this year and us pull it out, obviously?
Most exciting game?
Yeah.
To me, it was probably the North Beaufort game.
Okay, yep.
Yeah. One of my first games back, but so that was probably the most exciting.
Tell me why. I mean, that was another overtime win for us. Big school out of Weaverville, but yeah, tell me why.
Them being a big school had a part of it, and then just being at home and having this home crowd, there was a lot of people here. Getting to pull out a win like that.
Sure. Just as good atmosphere that night for sure. Let's hand over to Xander. Fun question coming, man. So we're 9-1. We've seen a lot of the conference already. So we start our second loop through the conference here pretty soon, but we got a tough one tomorrow. We got the defending state champions at Hayesville. What's our strategy? Obviously, they've lost a couple of good players, but they're still Hayesville. They're still a reputable program. How are we feeling about tomorrow's game?
Confident in zone.
Yeah, I'd say confident. Don't let the two, is that Ethan Hooper and Logan Caldwell go on the run recently. And just play it.
Anything new you're planning on implementing for tomorrow? Like any new kind of offense, defense, any kind of plays you guys haven't broke out yet? Any secrets in the? Don't tell me this plays, but
I'd say we stick to the same one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been working for
right.
10 games now. So
Sure.
I'd say play our best defense.
Yep.
Just play defense.
You guys are a big defensive-minded team. That's one of the things Jake just drives in your head over and over. It's over the door in the locker room, the defensive side. So, last question. I'll pass it back over. You'll pass it back over to Brock real quick. We'll get it close out. So we're off to 9-1. I keep mentioning that because it's the best starting program in history, and that's impressive. You guys will always have that to carry on. How are we feeling about the rest of the season? Yeah, everything's working early. Can we hang tight?
Okay, so that's like been one thing Coach B always tells us. You know, it's just we can't get the big head. And
Yeah.
I think going into the Christmas tournament, you know, we beat Smoky Mountain in overtime, and then we go to Smoky Mountain and they end up beating us. And we're like, well, our undefeated season is kind of unfortunate, but more than anything, I think it just humbled us really because it was like, man, we can't come in here thinking, oh, we're just going to beat somebody and expect to win. Like, we're going to have to go out here and take it every night. And I think one of the things is, like, with the teams in the conferences, every year we've been so close to really being the number one team, but we've had, like, a few minor setbacks. But, like, this year I think everybody has, like, set their goal as we want to win. And, like, it don't matter who's scoring the points or who's getting steals or anything like that. We don't care. We just want to win.
Sure.
Like, honestly, that's just how it is. But,
Good stuff. Well, guys, good luck on the rest of the season. We'll have coverage on GramStarSports.com, of course, and looking forward to calling more awesome wins for Robbinsville and a deep playoff run.
Xander, give him some advice real quick.
Oh, no. Is there advice? Is there life advice?
Xander, quote of the day.
Quote of the day. Hey, a quote of the day. Let's do that.
Let me think of one. Hold on.
Oh, boy. Well,
Go Balls. Go Balls, yeah.
Go Balls.
Go
Oh, that hurts. Go Dogs. I thought that's what they said.
Not go dogs.
And our guys are out. We thank you guys for tuning in with us here on Facebook Live. This has been a blast. Xander tried a hope and a prayer shot from up here, and it did not fall. That is not good. Guys, been hot during games. That's all that matters. So tomorrow at Hayesville, we will not be telecasting. Of course, we will not have that game. We'll be back with you Friday on the air. If you haven't made your purchase already, go over to GramStarSports.com now. As Robbinsville travels over state lines, we're going to Newport, Tennessee to face Cott County in a 4-game tilt. Of course, we'll only be streaming the varsity contest, and we hope you'll join us at GramStarSports.com. Until then, this is Kevin Hensley. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you at the games.